but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This one's snagged by Dallas Goedert. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Achane up the middle. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That one finds Josh Downs. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
In the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And that was the Dolphins' 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Ready? Liking 18!
Play action, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Richardson to throw again. Finds his back. Achane. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Stopped by Deion Henley.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
In the red zone on 1st. Rolling out to his left. And
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
Ready? Ready?
3rd and goal for Richardson. And the defender comes away with it. Jarmarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Jordan James. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. To his back it goes, Jordan James. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
There's a give inside to James. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And goes to the hurry up here.
16 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going to get all the way down inside the 5. Offensive line fast.
And the 49er first down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
James. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
On the ready.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And the tackle's yesterday just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Big strike downfield to Judy. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll throw again. Richardson. The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 18.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Get set. Up.
Quick throw is caught. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he works this down to the 41. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody ready to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. They give left side to James. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now run, James. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Still has room inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, there's a case to be made, and a really strong one, that this running back deserves the next touch. I'll tell you this, Kate, defense going to be keyed up on him. Maybe a great time for him to play action pass, too.
Get set.
James will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers some late points and the lead.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Richardson. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Give him 8 on that one, and that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. Leading to his running back. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Beyond the door, Lenore, there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route cadence at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Get it.
Going again, Richardson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They've got a man in motion. He's on target, Watkins. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
On some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rapid pay the bills.
Sanders all set to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set, up.
Running with James. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Carry here for James. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get it in the run game as well.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's James running right. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er 1st down. A gain of 14. And the 49er.
This is James. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Get set.
Running this with James. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get set. Watch out.
Toss this one out to James. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They run. It's James. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Here we go.
Play action with Richardson. Caught by the open man. And he gets this down near the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Guys, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Hits it through the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th.
Okay, ready?
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Get it. Panthers, Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Richardson to throw again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins get it back to within 6.
Niners 20. Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to number 24. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on a quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Offense up to the line fast.
19 yards. And a 49er first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off to Ben. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Another carry for him. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Looking to throw. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right side, they're going to pitch it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
28. Dolphins, 14.
It's like putting jumper cables on your team, man. It just energizes everybody. Defense knew they're going to run it, and they still ran it right through them anyway.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Okay,
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
60.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Absolutely fires this one, right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Brought in close to the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. 49ers nearing their 9th win of the season.
At the 7-yard line.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Play action now, Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Play fake, it's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes since breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Offense in the hurry up here.
For a Dolphins first down.
To the air on this first down. Richardson trying to push deep downfield. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And once again, they can't connect.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught, nice game left side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Working inside the red zone. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
They'll run now on second down. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers.